Winter is coming to the Northern Hemisphere, and snowbirds are looking for warmer climates. With its sand and surf and beautiful sunrises, why not try the Isle on Roblox? In this week's episode of Dad Can Travel, we look at some unexplored hidden gems around the Isle. This episode is brought to you by the Isle Tourism Board and by viewers like you. The only passage to the Isle is by boat, and it's barely a boat at that. No pool, no amenities of any kind, and the staff are rather rough and rude. I did confront them and demanded to speak to the captain, only to have them run off. I guess I scared them so much that I had to disembark by myself. On the plus side, the boat arrives just before dawn, so you can catch the first of many beautiful sunrises over the ocean. There are a line of beach houses near the dock, all with some rudimentary equipment. You're not coming here for 5-star treatment, but I find that these ones tend to be a bit noisy. Periodically, groups of hunters come to the island, and they tend to run up and down this area, causing quite a commotion. I like to avoid this area and any possible confrontations. No, the first stop you should make is the old observatory, where there's always a pair of night vision goggles, very useful for night time when there's a lack of lighting. The fuses appear to be spread out all over the island instead of at the generator, not very efficient, so as a result very few places on the isle actually have electricity. But then again, that is part of the charm of this isolated destination. After the observatory there are two ways you can go. If you're a fan of spelunking, the Isle has some intriguing caves, and this is where the night vision goggles come in handy. First, enter the main cave off the bridge and turn left. Head straight until you reach a pool and a waterfall. Be sure to bring your bathing suit. I have my swimming kimono at all times. After you leave the pool, keep turning left and you'll come to a ladder. Continue under the ladder and you'll come to another underground pool. Swim down and to the left you'll see an orange stalactite. Swim past it and then upwards into another part of the cave. Here you will find a magical world of brightly coloured mushrooms and tunnels. In some places you do not even need a light. It is also here you'll find a floating rock if you look carefully enough. It can even hold your weight, defying the laws of gravity. Let me know if you can explain that one. Just for fun, I brought a flare gun to light up the cavern. I just hope they don't ban me from the island for doing that. But then it is time to leave the caves and visit the old lighthouse just in time for sunset. The lighthouse was originally built in the early 1800s for the whaling ships that plied these waters, and there are tales of the huge leviathans still swimming out there nowadays. The lighthouse has been kept in good condition with regular repairs. The sun sets, followed by a magnificent moonrise into a starlit sky. Unfortunately, it seems a group of hunters have decided to make camp at the base of the lighthouse. I only hope they clean up after themselves when they break camp tomorrow. I've decided to spend the night in the lighthouse itself. Dawn arrives and I've made my way back to the observatory and the bridge. I want to investigate the other village, the one the hunters generally avoid. You also may find some light weaponry, useful to prevent the red-eyed monster from attacking you. Going past the village and climbing up the small island, you'll find another mushroom-lit cave, but this one has a drone for your own personal use. They seem to replenish it because there's always one available every time I visit here. I like to have it carry my equipment for me, like my own personal butler. Come along, Jeeves. From here, I like to go back to the main island and climb the hills at the back. Again, another beautiful moonrise, and another beautiful sunrise to follow with a magnificent view. This is why I keep coming back. After having my fill of the scenery, it's time for a morning dip. The water is a bit chilly this high up, but it is clear as crystal. Clear enough to see a flat bottom underneath. Is it natural? Or is there something lurking there? A hidden facility, perhaps? But enough of that. It's time to get out and dry off in the warm morning air. A further hike upwards brings us to some more beautiful scenery, best viewed while holding a light machine gun. I spy another island to climb and swim over there. A large overhang makes a wonderful hiding place, and I relive my boyhood games of pretending to be chased by mercenaries and hiding from them. But my main goal is to climb to the top of this small island. After circling several times, I give up trying to find a trail up there. A pity. If the administrators of this island ever do decide to make a pathway to the top, I have the perfect name for it. Rick Sparks' Route. A nice alliterative sound to it. Anyway, night is falling, and tonight I camp on the beach. But first, a quick nighttime swim before bed. With the night vision goggles, you can almost see all of the denizens of the deep as they swim around you. Well, almost all.